Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Sally and I'm a mixed media artist in Australia, and if you're not new here, welcome back. This is little Evie having a snooze, and this lump in my bed is Echo. It was a very chilly day, the day that I filmed this. So I'm not going to say that this is like a low effort video, but I will say that I've been so busy and immersed in all the painting that I'm doing that I kind of forgot that I had to make a video for YouTube. And it got to Monday and I was like, I still don't have a video for YouTube. What am I going to do? So I thought, well, I've got to paint so many more birds for Birdtober. So let's just film the paintings of the birds and have a chat. So like I said, I'm taking part in an October art challenge over on Instagram called Birdtober. So I'll be painting 31 Australian birds and posting one each day on my Instagram with a little story about the bird and what they're like. And it's actually been really cool because there's a lot of birds that I'm not super familiar with. So I've been learning a lot and it's really nice to share their little stories. So the bird that I'm painting here is called the Plains Wanderer. And the prompt for this day was grasslands / prairie. And the Plains Wanderer is kind of like a quail, I guess you would say, like quail-like bird that lives in the grasslands of Australia. And if you watched my video last week, that was also a Birdtober painting. And I talk more about how I go about painting these pieces and a little bit more about the preparation process for the October art challenges. So I'm doing 31 paintings of 31 Australian birds, but I'm also doing a full portrait series of horror heroines. So I originally wanted to do 12 paintings. I've done 11 and I think I'm going to make it 13. Lucky 13 for the October issue of my zine Stung. So if you didn't know, I make a zine every month and I send it out to my Ko-fi members. Your names are on the screen here now. I adore you. And I send them 2 zines a month, and then the main zine goes up for sale in my shop a couple months after they receive it. And I thought, you know, it's spooky season, let's do a zine that's paying tribute to all the final girls of horror. Not all, though. This is definitely not going to be the definitive list. This series could go on forever. Like, I just keep watching movies and keep getting inspiration for more portraits, and like, I have to stop. Like, I can't keep painting them because I have to get the zine printed and out to my members before Halloween so they can at least have a chance of watching some of the movies in time. But yeah, I wish I sort of had a whole year to put it together and just make it this fat zine full of portraits. But it's definitely given me a lot of inspiration and I do want to keep doing those portraits. So yeah, I've just been doing so much painting. And then in the midst of that, I have 2 artworks in 2 different exhibitions, which had 2 opening nights in the same week last week. So it has just been so hectic, but in the best way possible. Like, I'm so grateful. I've had it written on my list of things to do to submit to group shows this year, and the first one that I submitted to I got accepted into, and then the second one I submitted to I got accepted into. So I'm super lucky, super grateful. I feel very happy with how everything's going with artwork at the moment. I've got loads of ideas and inspiration, and I'm really happy with the way all the painting's going. And it's actually been really nice to sort of counteract the heavy emotions of all the horror portraits with these cute little birdies and So I'm doing sort of, I'll paint 3 birds and then I'll do a horror portrait and then I'll do another 3 birds and then I'll do another horror portrait. So it's actually been kind of good to have the 2 things to work on simultaneously, but it is a lot to be working on all at once. But once I get the horror portraits finished, I'll have more time to do the birds, and I want to get those done in the next couple of days so I can get the zine printed and ready and sent out to my members before Halloween so they can watch the movies that I featured for Halloween. So I got a little bit of a deadline and I'm getting there. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the last 12 months. As you know, we had the anniversary of October 7th this week, and for ages I've wanted to do a portrait of Hind Rajab, and ideally I would have had that portrait for this video, but time's just gotten away with me and I have not been able to do that. But I will work on a portrait of her and tell her story, and maybe I'll do that for the anniversary of her passing in January, because yeah, she deserved to have her story remembered. And I have made a couple videos that I will link for you to watch about everything, and I always feel like as an artist it's my job and responsibility to reflect the world around me, and I still don't feel like I'm doing enough. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit as well, because that's weighing heavily on my mind, as it does almost every day. So anyway, here are all the birds that I've done so far. So I've got 13 finished, and I'm officially, as the day that I'm recording this voiceover, at day 8 of Birdtober. So I'm a little bit ahead of the game. That's a win. Thanks so much for watching. Like this video if you liked this video, leave a comment for engagement, that'd be amazing. And subscribe to the channel for more art stuff, specifically painting at the moment. I am a tube of paint. All right, see you next time. Bye. Gorgeous.